Evening, everybody. Hi, guys. Welcome along. We will, as usual, leave it a minute or two, let a few more people drift in. If you're here, let me know. Put up a comment. Say hello. So if you're trying to get moving, warmed up a small bit, I'll see you in a second. Okay, so guys, like I said a minute ago, if you're training with us, put up a comment, let us know. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to work up our rounds. So our shadow fighting is going up to 10 rounds. Our strength work is going 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's going to be a tough session. We'll start off a nice intense warm up, get the heart rate up, a little bit of kicking at the wall, a bit of 1-for-1 kicking, a bit of stretching, and then we're going to come into some defensive techniques. So mixing attacking and defending. For the first 2 months, we've been working mainly on striking. Now we're going to mix some defensive techniques in there as well, and then onto our strength, onto our rounds, and then finishing up with some stretching. Okay, so who we got? Hi, Paul. David's there. Harry's there. Hi, guys. So we'll start into it, and I'll speak to you in a few minutes. So guys, we'll start off in a 6-point position. Okay, so feet shoulder distance, knee shoulder distance, hand shoulder distance, hips over your knees, shoulders over your wrists, and just start to rock. So any clicks or cracks like that are good. Get your weight over your wrists, get your weight back over your toes. We stay in the middle and just start to circle. Do the opposite way. Put our insteps in the ground. Just rock back onto your feet. Hand behind your head. The movement isn't coming from your elbow, coming from your upper back. Elbow to knee, and then elbow to ceiling. Good. We'll switch sides. Now we come up tall, hands to the side. We're making our S's behind our back. And keep your chin up. Let's take our hands to the side, just turn one palm over. Just start with your palms turning. And then start to make the movements, keeping the palms facing up. So see a few more people joining us there. I'm too far away from the laptop to see people's names, so I just see some thumbs up. Who can I see? Not too far away. Good. Okay, because we come back to our 6-point position, and let's go for a bird dog. So our hand pointing forwards, our heel pointing away. We'll switch. Just keep switching. And now we're going for 2 on the same side. So we shift your weight a little bit, try not to lean too much. And we switch sides. We'll switch again. Put our feet shoulder distance and then just walk back, just sit in that squat. So use the elbows, push knees out, keep your body up tall, hands behind, and walk back. So a little like we done last week. From here, push your hips up as tall as possible, as far as you can. Drop your hips, walk back into that squat. Again, elbows out, long neck, big chest, hands out. Your hands to the side. Switch. Come back again. This time, when you push your hips up, take your hand to the ceiling as well. Switch. Again. And we'll do it one more time. One hand up, the opposite hand. Just stay in the squat now for a second. Tall spine, chest up. So try not to sink down. Push the elbows out, let the knees come out. Now raise the hips up. Take your hand up, over and touch the opposite shoulder. Drop your hips and switch sides. Good. So as we come back up, go to a wall, and we'll start off with our leg swing. So we'll go backwards first. So hips facing the wall, shoulders facing the wall, hands facing the wall. You want to keep your toes down, keep your heel up. So don't let your hips turn. And we'll go for about 10. We switch sides. Good. Now, staying with our kicks, this time let that hip turn. So let your hip turn over. It looks somewhat like a side kick at the end. Hips face the wall. One eye looks over your shoulder, sees that leg swinging up. We'll switch sides. Good. Go to the side. So straight line, your ankle, your hip, your shoulder. Don't let your butt stick out as your leg swings up. Keep that straight line. And the swing. So not a lift, don't lift your foot up. Swing your leg up. Good. We'll switch sides. And then we'll go to our front leg swing. So body tall, try not let this heel lift, let the foot turn. Don't crouch as you swing. Get your leg up and down. Good, we'll switch. So body tall, again, think of it like a swing. We're still warming up. Don't make it too aggressive, but it's not a lift. You want a little momentum behind it. Good. Okay, guys, you get the heart rate up. We're just going to do some one-for-one kicking. So people who have maybe joined us in the last couple of weeks who aren't familiar with it, you kick, foot to foot back. So we don't kick and land forwards, because then you'll keep coming forwards. You'll lose all your space. So you can kick with the front leg or the back leg. Whenever you kick, that foot pretty much replaces the other one and a non-kicking leg goes back. So it could be front leg or it could be back leg. We want sort of a rhythm. So it's kick, recover, kick, recover, kick, recover. Hands stay up, and let's go. So we're mixing roundhouse, side kicks, front kicks, back kicks, hook kicks, front leg, back leg. Try to stay on the toes. So try to get your heels to the ground kind of lightly and as little as possible. So in between, you're not stopping, flat on your feet. And you're still stretching like before. So the same idea of having a little momentum behind it. Start to adventure but a little bit higher with the kicks. I'm trying to stay that far enough so my head is still on the screen. I think I'm just bringing the laptop closer before it does even grow. Good, and relax. So guys, we'll drop down into our frog. So, feet as wide as our knees as wide as possible, feet behind the knees, body tall, and just start to rock. So we've got Esme and Adrian, we've got Galena, John, Charlie. Hi guys. I'm taking the Ken isn't watching because I haven't seen a comment saying something like he's seen better pairs of legs hanging out of a nest. I would have expected that by now. Go just push the knees out a little bit more. And come to the elbows. And from here, just get the hips turning over. So drop your hip down, rock back, and we'll switch. So we're not focusing so much on the kicking today as we have for the last couple of weeks. Bringing some defensive techniques in. But we'll still have kicking, we'll still have striking, especially in the rounds later. Come back to our hands. Yeah, make a half split. I don't need to tell you by now, but just let that foot turn. Switch. Half split, just rocking, let your foot turn. Good. Okay. So, guys, we're going to build some defensive techniques in, okay? Later on, we'll get onto our rounds, and our rounds are sort of their fitness, and they're more similar to sport fighting. So, like what we do in Taekwondo or boxing or MMA or kickboxing, that there's a round, there's a certain length, the fight keeps going for that amount of time. Our primary objective is self-defense in Krav Maga, so it doesn't work exactly the same as sport fighting, okay? In sport fighting, everything you do is to make you better in sparring. For us, we use sparring to make us better defend ourselves in the street. And I was thinking earlier, I hope this works on your screen. It's reversed on mine. These are the ways you can win a fight. And I'm talking about any fight. I'm talking about a sport fight or defend ourselves outside in the street if we end up in a fight. You can say there's no real way to win a fight like that, but it's escaping is winning. Okay, so you can win a sport fight by decision. That means that you fight in whatever rule set, and at the end of the day, you score more points, you're the winner. You perform better. And that's the hardest way to win. That's where you need a higher skill level than your opponent. Next one then is a KO, to knock them out. Okay, and in theory, that needs less skill because you need one good shot. Now, that's a skill in itself, but you don't need to beat them over 12 rounds if a boxer knocks them out in the first round or the second round. And in a way, it's not as hard as winning by decision. Then it's called a technical knockout, a TKO. And that's where the fight is stopped because one fighter can't continue. So they're not necessarily knocked out, but they can't continue. The referee stops it. So these happen in sport fights. These ones don't. From our point of view in self-defense, well, somebody could be knocked out, ourselves, we could be knocked out, or the person that we're trying to defend ourselves against. It's not what we want to do as our primary objective, and it's unlikely to happen. The TKO, somebody starts to fight us, and we fight them until they're not able to attack us anymore. Again, that's a possibility. The attacker loses the will to fight. So what happens is they start to attack us, we put up some resistance, we're too hard to target, they stop. They don't have, it's not like up here where they're fighting for money or they're fighting for title. Here maybe they're trying to rob you or they get in a fight with you for whatever reason. You show some resistance, and that might be enough to stop them. And here you're fighting to escape. Up here, you need the highest level of skill. Down here, in a way, you need the least level of skill. You just need to get away. And that's our most important one. And all the steps along here, that's what we're working towards, escaping. We hit the person because that's our only option, we escape. The attacker loses the will to fight, we escape. If we're able to escape straight away, that's what we do. So we're going to be just talking a lot about striking and kicking and punching, but it's important to remember escaping is what we want to do. Later on, we're going to do 10 rounds. If you have to fight somebody for 10 rounds, the better fighter will win. If you have to fight somebody and you just need to escape, it doesn't matter how good you are, you have a chance. Okay, so that's what we need to keep in mind. So a good fighting spirit, okay, and looking to escape. So I'm just going to tilt this laptop up a small bit. What we're going to look at is putting some different attacks together or some different situations together. So the first one we're going to look at, somebody's attacking us, say, with a straight punch, a right hand or a left hand. We're in a position that we expected to come. So maybe it's been some verbal beforehand. We've pulled our hands up, not necessarily in like a sparring stance, but we don't have our hands in our pockets. We've taken our hands up, we're here, we're backed up to a wall, we're backed into a corner, and we're thinking, I need to fight, okay? My verbal warnings haven't worked, I need to fight my way out of here. So that's what we're going to do. You're going to take hard parts of your body, your knuckles, your palm heels, your elbows, your knees, your feet, and you're going to attack vulnerable parts of their bodies, the eyes, the throat, the solar plexus, the groin. You're going to not stay in the same place, you're going to move out of the line, and you're going to look to get to a door to escape. Okay, later on it's 10 rounds of 40 seconds. Now it's 5 seconds. And get out of there. So our hands up. What I want you to do is just keep repeating little bursts. Again, as usual, I'll stop, give a few different pointers. Okay, but you guys continue. Let's go. We're back in. Keep going, guys, little bursts, stop in between. Get some hammer punches in there, get some uppercuts, some hooks, some palm heels, some downward strikes, mixing in all the different strikes we know. A few more times. Good. And relax. Next thing, guys, we're going to look for is we are in our fighting stance and we're maybe not so ready. So strike comes and we're going to look to avoid it. So we're using a body defense. So the body defenses we're going to look at, a punch comes straight at you, come out of the way and come back and attack. Come to the opposite side, off the line and back in an attack. It's more like a hook, come under and attack, or from the opposite side, come under and attack. Try have it that your body defense is setting your attack up. So the punch comes in, you roll here, you already see that backhand, boom, getting ready. Comes from the opposite side, I roll here, I'm back with a hook. If I come under, my backhand, if I roll to the side. So, first round, I probably put it together a bit too quick. More intense fighting and shorter, or longer breaks, I should say. Let's go. Come back in, maybe 2-3 seconds. Then we go again. Just keep working with us. Just want to give a few pointers. So why we are not going with hand defense is we're sort of already in a fighting mode. Okay? Think when you're sparring, you're already in a fight. You don't block everything that comes at you. You look to move, you look to avoid, you look to cover. So you see the punch coming, you've trained against it, you're looking to avoid, straight back in, and then you're fighting. You're turning your defense into a counterattack as quick as possible. Just a few more times. Good. Okay. Next one, guys, we're looking for again is less prepared. Okay, so first one, we're in a fighting stance, so he's stepping against us. We've already taken it, we can't escape, we have to fight. And that's what we've done. So there's no need for any defensive action. Our defense was straight away attacking, getting off the line. Second option, there's an attack coming at us. We had to avoid, we had to deal with it, then we fought. Now we're a little bit less prepared. So we're going to change our stance. We're going to be here. So we're not in that fighting stance, or that kind of disguised fighting stance. Our feet are maybe beside each other. So you're passive, you're relaxed. Maybe taking your hands up. So our hands being up, palms are open. This is like a defensive movement. It's taking the aggression level down as opposed to this. You can see from the side, my hands are distance in front of me. My hands are too close. I don't have much room to defend. A lot of what we do in Krav Maga is based on the way you flinch, your natural reaction. Somebody kicks a football at your face, you pull your hands up. Now, if I'm half expecting the football to come at my face, my hands are up, I can bat it away a little bit easier. Okay, that's where we are now. So now the punches come at your face, you're not in such a fighting mode that you're just avoiding and coming back in. Now what's happening is you're making a hand defense. You have this natural reaction and you're building on it. Punch with your palm heel, through the punch, get your body off the line. Have that as an attack. Then from your one, boom, and then your backhand. So go now from feet beside each other if you weren't there already. Make sure that defensive hand, as soon as it's done its job, it's straight back to the chin. Now from here, 1, 2, and we're moving, we're attacking like before. Okay? So ready? Let's go. Finish the scanning, we stop, we come back in, we go again. One more. Good. Okay, last option. What we're going for now is we're not ready. So our hands are down. So we said a second ago, use the analogy of football coming at your face. If you're prepared for football coming in, you avoid. If you're a little bit less prepared, your hands are up, you push it away. If you're not prepared at all, your hands are down, this is your reaction. Chin goes back, hands come up, eyes closed. We react the same. If a punch is coming out of our face, a kick is coming out of our face, a knife is coming out of our face. Okay? So we're here, hands come up. It doesn't matter which hand defends now because it's not a practice movement. It's a natural reaction, it's a flinch. So one hand, redirect the punch. Your body moving back is taking your head away from the target. To go back here and try to punch is not very effective. My weight is on my heels, my body's too far back, I'm not generating power. So what we're going to do is we're going to kick. So we're 1, boom, and kick. So here. And then we're landing forward and we're continuing to fight. So ready? One more. Good. So, guys, just to go back to our whiteboard, we talked about our different ways to win a fight. I said by decision, that's sport fighting. You need the highest technical level. Knockout, a little bit less for technical level, but if you're in a sport fight, you have to be prepared to go the distance. TKO, you fight until the person can't continue. The attacker loses the will to fight, so they start to attack you, you put up some resistance, they stop, and escaping. What we've done there is look at different positions, look at starting where you're completely ready to fight, going right back to where you're not ready to fight, and we've looked at how our reaction will change. So here you can just start to fight. A little bit less ready, some body movement, less ready, you've got your hand, less ready is that surprise reaction. As soon as you make that defense, you're looking to get off the line, stand hard parts of your body, knuckles, palm heels, hammers, elbows, knees, your feet, your head, the vulnerable parts of their body. And at any stage a chance to escape presents itself, we're gone, we're out of there. Okay? So guys, quick sip of water, we'll come back in and we'll get on to our next part. Okay, so we are back. So guys, what we're working on tonight next is our strength. So our strength today is 10 press-ups, 8, 6, 4, 2. Squats, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1.5 squats. Burpees, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and 10 marches. Guys, make sure you're getting your 6 burpees in. I heard a rumor that somebody done 4 burpees in one of the sets, so I want her to be 6. Let's go. So we're starting off with our press-ups and we're going for 10. Let's see, down a little bit. Let's go. And we come up when we're ready, even if you're not ready. And we're going for 2 squats, 2 1.5 squats. We squat to the bottom, up halfway to the bottom, up full way, down, halfway, down, and up. And now we're in for 6 burpees. It's always 6 burpees. And 10 marches. And guys, we are in for 8 press-ups. When you've done your 8, we're up for 4 1.5 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, and our 6 burpees. This roof is like 3 meters high. I duck every time I jump still. And I should say, I'm ducking not because I'm afraid I'm going to hit my head on the roof. Or not because I'm going to hit my head on the roof, because I'm afraid I'm going to hit my head on the roof. Good. We are down for 6 press-ups. 6, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 again. With our burpees. And 10 burpees. Good. We are down for 4 press ups. I'm getting so easy now. We're up. And we're at 8 squats. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get into our 6 burpees. And 10 marches. Two press ups, only 2. Let's make them 2, 1.5. So down to the bottom, halfway up, down to the bottom, up, and then repeat that. 1, 2, 10, 1.5 squats. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze your glutes up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we are in for 6 burpees. Let's go. And your 10 marches, you've earned them. Good. Okay. Planks, then a water break. So, planks we're doing today, regular plank, forearms on the ground, feet on the ground. We'll go 20 seconds. We'll lift the foot. We'll lift the foot, then we'll go our 2 feet on the ground. So, ready? Get in position. You're going to turn. You can see. We don't let your hips go too high. Keep your chest pushed out. From here now, keep your toes facing down. Lift one heel as high as possible. Keep your knees straight. Keep that heel where it is. Keep going. Switch legs. Keep that heel as high as possible. Hope we didn't put our knees in the ground there. Keep going. 2 feet down, but not our knees down. Keep the position. 30 more seconds. Long neck, chest out, mouth closed, breathe through your nose. Also means you can't curse me. Very slow clock. It doesn't have a second hand, so I'm just trying to judge off the minute hand of it. Oh, good. Come up tall. Your mouth closed. Breathe their nose. You guys grab some water. If you want to put your gloves on, now's the time to do it. Okay, so we're back in. So, guys, we're going for 10 rounds of fighting today. Okay, 10 rounds. Oh, need my timer. 40 seconds on. You just lost one viewer when I said 10 rounds. 40 seconds on, 30 seconds off. But I'm going to change it up slightly. So it's not just going to be straight fighting. Put that viewers back. So, not just straight fighting. The different rounds will have different objectives, and I'll let you know during it. So the last 5 is just going to be free fighting. So everything that we normally use, you have in there. First round is just 1-2, your jab and your cross. So you can go 1-1, 2. We can lead off the backhand. Okay, hands always up, always in a good stance, like we say every week. Think what they say to a boxer before they go out. Protect yourself at all times. So how you protect yourself? Your chin down, your shoulders up, your hands are up. When you punch, you pull your hands back. How you protect yourself is every single punch you throw, you have something behind it. You're not just sending your hands out with nothing behind them. You've got a good stance. So you've got a good stance, so you can move all the time and you can create power. If you get too tall, that's when you get knocked out. Okay? So you guys back a slight bit. So first round is only 1-2. Doesn't need to be left right all the time. You can work up with your jab. You can do the backhand. You go 1-1-2. You do 2, 4, 6 punches, whatever you want. But only 1-2. Second round, we're going to add in the hook. We're going to add in the uppercut. Third round, we'll add in the front kick. Fourth round, we'll add in front kick. So if I remember all that, that's what we'll do. So can I start the time with me? Starting session. 5, 4, hands up, 3, 2, 1. Take 1, 2. Let's go. Breather. Rest. The second round, you've got your jab, you've got your cross, you have your hook, you have your uppercut, and any combination with those punches. So you've only 9 more rounds to go. Five seconds. Hands up. Squat into our stance, a little back heel off the ground. And time, 30 seconds off. Next round, bring in our front kick. So think of starting with a front kick and going into your hands, back leg or front leg. Think of punching, finishing with a front kick, or think of kick punching, going to a kick, and go back to your hands. 5 seconds, goes up, let's go. And time. Just 3 rounds down. Next round, adding in the round hooks. So you have your punches straight, hook uppercut, front kick, and now round house. Those were working on the last couple of weeks. Skipping round house from the front leg, switch kick, and back leg. Ready for round 4. Good. Now, next round, sort of like a break. So all you have this time is movement and your cross in your backhand. So hands up, moving, and just your backhand. Get your hip behind it, make sure you're covering. But focus, a little bit hard, breath is going a small bit. Keeping the hands up and keeping some movement. So recover a little in this round because you have 5 more rounds to go after this. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Use your feints, use your fakes. Little stumpies, little jabs. All the time moving. Think you're sparring. Your hands up. You're always giving them something to think about. You're not just standing here, walking, always moving. Sometimes double it up. Good. Now we have 5 rounds. So think like you're starting again. 5 rounds of everything now. Keep your movement. Getting off the line, coming back in like that earlier, ducking under. All the combos from the last couple of weeks. Five seconds. And let's go. Good. Now we're over the hill. 4 rounds to go. Stay tall. Breathe. With your nose. Ready? Hands up. Good. And it was reached part of the session where we're getting big rounds of fun. I think that's 7. 3, 2, yes, 7 now. Whose idea was to do 10 rounds? Three strong rounds, the aggression behind the striking. So building up for in reality, if you have to fight, you can. Ready? Let's go. Here we go. Good. So don't try to pace yourself now. You have 80 seconds of work with a 30-second break in between. So leave everything there. Make sure hands are coming back. You're always giving the person you're fighting something to think about. Always moving, little shimmies, feints and fakes. 5 seconds. Goes up. Don't forget the kicks as well. One more round. 10 rounds goes. Let's go. Finish on a strong one. Five seconds. Goes up. Loads of kicks this time. Ready? Stay tall. Breathe in your nose, keep your mouth closed. Stopping session. To the right. Okay, guys, gloves off. Quick sip of water. Come back and do some stretching. Okay, so let's come back in. Now, we're going to finish today with a bretzel. No couch stretch, just a nice gentle bretzel. So, working with the glute, the hip flexor, working across the midsection and thoracic spine and shoulders a little bit. So, if you want something with your head, I know most people are very familiar with this, especially people who do the strength class, but some people may be new to it. So, straight line, make 90 degrees at your hip, 90 degrees at your knee, 90 degrees across your legs. Let your high knee fall over, let the opposite shoulder raise up. The hand as close as catches, the other hand catches the other foot, and you want to make 90 degrees between your thigh and your hamstring. So don't let this knee come too close, pull it apart, and this high shoulder is quite far from the ground, which is okay. So you don't want this knee to move at all, but lower the shoulder, that knee comes up. Keep this knee where it is, take a deep breath through your nose down to your stomach. Every time you exhale, without letting the knee move, focus on letting the shoulder sink to the ground. So we're going to do about 30 breaths. So we'll stop at 20 breaths, we'll switch sides. So again, knee over the hip, let our knee fall away. Opposite hand catches the opposite leg. Again, make 90 degrees. So you'll feel like there's 90 degrees between your legs, but there probably isn't. To separate them, keep this knee in the same position, and every time you exhale, let that shoulder dip. And we'll come up out of position. Oh, so well done. 10 rounds, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 on two, right? on the strength, because it's a really tough session. If you go back 8 or 9 weeks and you think about, like, we start off with 4 rounds of 30 seconds in the shadow fighting. We built up to 10 rounds with 30 seconds, and then we've dropped back down, we've built up again. So next couple of weeks, we're going to change it around a little bit. And the strength work, we're going to change a little bit today. So I wanted to peak, drop off a little bit, and we'll come up to our next peak. So guys, shout out to the guys that are doing the fat loss program, the nutrition program at the moment. Some really good results. So I think we finished week 9. I think we're in week 9 now. So guys should keep pushing it for the last couple of weeks of the program. And we'll hopefully finish with some really, really good results. We're looking at the plan for when we'll be able to start back training. We haven't got it finalised yet, but as people know, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, 4, 5. Phase 1, you can do outdoor training with groups of 4, so that includes instructor. It's not worth our time really doing that with 3 people, because I don't know how we'd organise it even, and also it's within 5 kilometres of your house. Phase 2, you're allowed small groups, so we'll wait and see what they say with that, and we might get a couple of outdoor sessions, even if the club doesn't start back officially until later. We might just organise a couple of sessions, get a few people together outside where we can keep plenty of space and do some fitness training. And we're going to keep this class going pretty much until we get back. So even if we do start some outdoor training, we'll keep the Wednesday class going. Okay, so guys, that's it. And we'll update you when there's more info on that. But hopefully we'll see you over the next couple of weeks. But well done, great session.
Starting session.
Stopping session.
Session.
Yeah, good, stopping session. So guys, we'll see you next week. Good.